United States accepts more immigrants legally than any other country on earth, mainly due to the civil rights movement. And despite this fact, for some reason, people seem to be crying xenophobia left and right, especially when speaking on foundational Black Americans. Yet these very same people seem to fall silent when it comes to places like, I don't know, South Africa.
American police officer fires rubber bullets on Tuesday to disperse protesters in the township of Alexandra in Johannesburg. The district has been rocked by 2 nights of xenophobic violence, and it has spread to neighbouring townships. Several people have been killed. Shops belonging to foreigners were burnt and looted. Such attacks have been frequent in recent years.
Yep, hate outsiders so much that they just burn their businesses down and start killing people. But of course, the same ones who stalk FBAs online all day and claim that we declared war on immigrants because we call some of them out on their nonsense have no comment. Interesting. Now let's talk about Ghana.
Nigerians must go.
Nigerians and other nationalities, if you are here illegally, you must leave Ghana.
Yes.
You must leave Ghana. Ghana is not safe. We will deal with you people in our own ways.
Yep, protesting in the street to keep other blacks out of their country while black themselves. And by the way, this didn't just begin. Very many African nations have historically fought harder to keep citizens of other African nations out than European countries. But when you see the same people who call FBAs white supremacists, call them white supremacists. Of course not. Now let's take a trip to Latin America.
With a new deportation target of 10,000 a week. That's 500,000 a year, double the number already expelled in 2023. Observers on the ground say the delivery has been steeped in racism. Arbitrary arrests, including Dominican and Jamaican nationals erroneously rounded up.
Black Dominican people say their relatives have been imprisoned for several days. Despite having documentation demanding their release, they are not being released. This is why the Afro-social movement has called this a manhunt for black people.
And GARR, an NGO focused on supporting refugees, has described Dominican law enforcement destroying deportees' identity documents, stealing their possessions.
A mostly black country, many of who don't even realize that they're black, with a white president detaining and deporting actual citizens like many claim that would happen here to black people. That's definitely not racist. Why? Because they're Dominican, and everyone knows racism and xenophobia don't exist in Latin America. Now let's go to Mexico.
Central American migrants crossing through Mexico. Along the way, they're often robbed, kidnapped, and sometimes murdered. 18,000 migrants are kidnapped in Mexico each year. Organized crime groups recently forced regional humanitarian shelters and food kitchens to close down. So hunger has become yet another threat.
Of course, on the way to the U.S., it is important that they make it absolutely clear that they ass bet not dare get comfortable and think they gonna just stay there. And it's no better way of sending that message than to start shooting and kidnapping a few, I guess. I know if I was an immigrant, that would definitely make me keep walking. But in conclusion, my attitude is the way it is because I know a lot of things about the world. And the same people from outside of the U.S. or even second-generation immigrants who push the narrative that we need to be even more welcoming than we already are, mostly never push that same narrative in their own homeland. Or they don't come from people who push that same narrative in their own homeland. Fact of the matter is, it is nowhere on planet Earth that 11 million of my people would be welcome, not even in Africa. But I'm supposed to cry for everybody else that don't cry for me and mine? Make it make sense. You want to know why they come for us specifically and disproportionately so often? Because we created this aura unlike any other people in this world, where the world now feels comfortable giving us their ass to kiss. And this is why, despite the fact that we vote and fight in favor of them being able to be here the most, even if it's illegally, while benefiting from that the least, and run around talking about black is black and brown and many other things I could say but don't care to, because I'm sure you get my point. This is what we get.
Are you laughing, monkey? Are you laughing, monkey? Fucking slave!
Don't touch me. Touch me. Don't touch me.
Black is fucking crazy. Who the fuck? Where is that nigga going? Don't say nigga. Say nigger.
Okay,
you want me to say the hard R?
I don't want you to say that, but if you want to say that, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. Do I say it?
It's up.
I mean, we have a lot of black viewers, so.
You're a pussy. They're saying you're a pussy. Like, that's what someone said.
I wouldn't say it so bad, but Aiden has 2 big black security guards right outside this.
Councilwoman Nuri Martinez can be heard criticizing Bonin's adopted black son, calling him a little monkey in Spanish.
And then there's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the floor, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him.
These people stabbed us and shot us and cut the spirit of Los Angeles.